I'm Kellic.
Oma. Thessaly.
Tika.
Raya.
Flynn.
And I'm your DM, Ethan. Welcome to Venture Forth. Previously, you all were investigating a mind flare sighting by Olma. Olma had seen a lone mind flare venturing into a tunnel and cave system only to disappear behind a thick rock wall. You all entered this tunnel system a little bit easier than Olma had previously, thanks to Flynn's wind magic. And after unlocking this stone door, you took an elevator down further and further and further into the ground. About halfway down, you all were attacked by black pudding that came up through the elevator grates beneath you, but once it was defeated, the doors opened up. And you saw this metallic, silver interior, smooth walls, and riveted panels lined the walls as you walked down this corridor. You all had discovered a ladder that took you up into this central area where you saw a pit in the middle of this room that seemed to be carved out specifically for a massive brain, although the brain was no longer there. Olma, after some investigating and hearing some cries for help, had discovered this chamber of torture and all things evil as you looked around into these different pods filled with people. Some of them, their brains half gone. Some of them, tadpoles swimming around the brains, controlling their bodies. You all were almost caught by a pair of mind flare that were walking down the tunnel. But after some quick thinking and playing dead, you deceived them as they continued on. You all very swiftly rescued all of the people that you could, all of the people who still had their brains intact, and brought them into this central control room area. And as you had, just began discussing what to do next, a little chime, a possible alarm, started going off.
Blue.
There it
That's
is.
in our notes. That's why we were so excited.
Well done.
Big brain.
As lights begin to flash on these control panels in different colors, next to different words carved in that you don't understand, and as this chime goes off, what would you all like to do?
How far are we? Have we ascended up yet, or are we?
You are all in this centralized control room with these metallic and colorful panels lining the walls. You have currently gotten all of these unconscious people into this central room, except for one, Jared, who is conscious. Yes.
Yeah.
You have also, through some heating spells, opened up this metal in the ceiling and revealed a tunnel up above.
Did we say 7 people total were rescued, including Jared?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Shreya. Is he a bird? Or
Yes,
some other
I have reverted to my normal form.
Shreya, take the rope and secure it up in the shaft there, and let's get all these people up it somehow. Aye?
Aye, with not a second to lose. Coast my way, wingspan activated, and go to the top and attempt to secure this rope to... Well, anything up there?
Okay,
Is
you
it
fly
possible?
up, and for the first time, you fly through this hole in the ceiling, and you look and you see a tunnel that extends both ways. A tunnel that extends to your left, probably only about 40 feet, before the cavern completely stops. There's nowhere else to go that way. But then you look to your left, and you see this tunnel that continues on and on and on, past your vision. You look down, and you see what at first glance might just be a pile of wood, but upon closer inspection looks to be more of a shed a temporary stopping point for the rail and tracks that run right next to it.
How long is this rope? Actually, seeing as the ceiling was literally torn up, would it be possible to attach the rope to like a piece of like the ceiling that was torn, or is it too smooth?
It would be, yes, yeah. At this point, the metal that is coming down is sort of jagged, and because you had melted it, it's almost melting into these jagged points that have now solidified once more. And you're able to easily tie something.
Oh, easily. Okay, great. I give it a little tug. That should hold.
All right, Tessely,
Yes.
suppose you could sling one of these limp bodies over your back while climbing the rope by any chance? Or Flynn, I don't know. How do we get these people up there?
Can Shreya just take them up there?
I didn't sign up for transporting. Okay, yes, I'll do this. And I glide back down. I'm gonna slowly and methodically start hefting these bodies, I suppose, up these how many tens of feet to get them at least at the very least down into the tunnel a little bit.
For sure.
While he's doing that, could I go over to the thing that was, you said there was something blinking, something blooping?
Yes.
Could I go check it out and see what's going on? Maybe while he's lifting the bodies, I can maybe turn it off or something?
Yes. So you go over and you see this glass panel that is overlaying these lights that are dancing underneath, almost looking like this picture within the glass. And you can see a little golden light flashing next to it.
Does it look like?
Next to it, in that glass panel, you see what appears to be these green cylinders inlaid into the glass itself, almost looking very similar to the glass tubes that you had taken people out of.
Right.
And you see that there are 15 on this screen panel. And you see 7 of them now flashing red, where the other are a static green.
Does it seem like there's a button or anything related to each one of these cylinders that maybe I could hit to set something off?
There seems to be, as you're looking, next to each of these, sort of around the edge of this glass panel, you can see 2 buttons and a switch corresponding with each of them.
Can I, and this may be too much, but from our experience with releasing people from the tubes, is there a way that maybe I can correlate that? Like, was it a switch that we used, or was it a button we hit to open the tube or to turn it off or something?
Yes, it was. There were a series of buttons on the panel below.
Right.
And looking at this, all you see is 2 buttons and a switch. It's not the same setup.
I will, after realizing this, look over to see where Kellic is. Kellic, do you remember what we did to open the tubes? Anything? And I'll wave him over.
Does this panel, does it bear any resemblance to the one that was on the front of the tubes? It was...
The buttons and the switch
was like a numbered
are similar, but no, the other one had 6 buttons on it as well as a switch. This one only has 2 and a switch.
Then this looks like an entirely different console.
I mean, we're trying to get out of here anyway, but should we just try and hit something, maybe turn them off? Maybe they'll slow down whoever's coming to turn them off instead?
I look at Flynn with wide-eyed confusion. Your guess is as good as mine, Flynn. Well, I'm out of my depth here.
I flip a switch to the first one.
Okay, you flip a switch.
Yeah.
To the first one.
Sure.
Heyo.
How many buttons has Dry? I got enough.
Well, at this point, I'm making my way up my staff's bobbing in its sheath, and I'm like, I don't even know these people. I'm just hefting, and then slowly in my mind, as I'm thinking this, I hear this tiny like, "Don't begrudge, life springs forth." Yes, I know. Shut up.
Okay, Flynn, you flip the switch on one of these, and as you do, the red flashing on that tube begins to subside, and it dies down, and it no longer is flashing. It does not turn green, but the flashing stops.
I just do a really cool swipe of the hand and just hit all of the switches.
Okay, you hit all of the switches, and all of them stop flashing red.
But they're not green like the other ones.
They're not green. And as you look over, the golden light that is flashing begins to subside. And the bell that went off stops.
I think I did it.
I grimace at Flynn. It looks like you did.
Maybe we just don't touch it and let it sit for now. Shreya, how you doing?
I'm getting there. Huh?
I'm also climbing the rope with someone. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Despite not being at the top of my game right now.
I'm going to have Thessaly and Shreya make athletics checks for me.
There we go.
Are you wild shaped or are you not?
Oh, no.
he's
I'm
bird.
me. I'm me
Bird.
right now. Yeah. I got kicked down on my... Oh, no. Oh, wait. 9. 8.
9? Okay. 8.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Thessaly, what'd you get?
A 6.
Oh, boy.
A 6. Okay. Thessaly, you get about halfway up this rope, and the rope is not coarse at all. It's actually pretty slippery, and you begin slipping down. You can't even take one person up. Shreya, you get 2 people up before you come back down, and you try and pick up a third person, and they're just too heavy.
I think I may need some assistance from someone else.
I'm in no shape. We might have to wake them up, despite that not being what I wanted to do earlier. But we might have to have them climb.
Am I still working on that stuff, or at this point am I?
At this point, you are done.
Could I run over, seeing maybe her? Is she still sliding down, or did she come all the way down? Did Thessaly come all the way down?
Dropped all the way down to the bottom.
I can hold the rope. Maybe keep it sturdy. Would that help?
Flynn, I don't think it's my day. I'm really struggling to carry even the normal weight that I would be able to.
You're doing great.
Well, that's very kind of you, but
We're gonna get out of here. It's gonna be okay.
It's not gonna get these people up this rope.
We'll
I
figure it
think
out.
I think we might just want to, boop them and
Okay.
keep them.
Sure.
Just wake them up.
Well,
Just tap them on the face, or do they need a
Sure,
little bit-
I can.
Yeah, I'll help her try to wake someone up, I guess.
I'm gonna use healing hands. I'm gonna put. You said 6 people remain unconscious, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I will go ahead and sort of place my finger over each of their foreheads, and
2 are up though, right?
2 are up
Oh,
and
you got 2
unconscious.
up. Okay.
So
Oh,
that
nice.
would
okay, so that would be
4.
Okay.
All right, so 4. So I'm gonna spend 4 points from I'm sorry, my lay on hands pool, and give them 1 point to consciousness.
Okay, and as you touch each of them, their eyes burst open, and in this moment of shock and panic, begin looking around.
Could I be there with her? I said I was
Yes.
gonna help
You
her.
said, you said.
I'll. Hey, friend. It's okay. You're all right.
Oh,
You're good.
where am I? What is this place?
It doesn't matter. We're getting you out of here. You just gotta follow us. All right.
Okay.
I'm Flynn. My name's Flynn, and I'm here to help.
Okay. And as each of these people rise from consciousness, you're able to sort of usher them over to the rope, and I'm going to make some strength checks for them to see if they can get up the rope.
Oma, you think you could use that fancy cloak and look over the edge and see if anybody is doing anything? I mean, I can go, but you would be invisible.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Oh, I can look. I can look. I don't want to go down there though.
No, don't go down. Just take a peek.
Okay, I'll put the hood up.
Okay, you put the hood up, go invisible.
I slink over to the stairway,
The ladder
the
that
ladder,
goes down.
and peek.
And you look over, and right before you look over, you see, and currently there are 2 people currently climbing the rope, and they seem to be slow, but making their way up. As you look over the edge, and you hear as a brain is floating up this
What?
ladder tube with the electricity buzzing off of it and hitting the sides of the wall. You can see the beak in front of the brain coming up, slowly rising into this area.
I'm gonna do something then.
Okay.
Before it comes up,
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my hands out.
Okay.
And I'm still invisible, but I'm gonna like nobody can see me, so they don't know what I'm doing. But I'm like silent screaming because I also don't want anybody to hear me down there either. And I put my hands together and I pull them apart slowly. And and I'm so freaked out from being here multiple times that I am going to release 2 chaos bolts, one after another, very quickly, by using quicken spell.
We in it.
Okay.
Where you in?
We in it.
All right.
All right. Are those attack rolls for you?
They are.
rolls
They
for
are.
me?
They are.
Okay.
There. 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm using
They're
this
death
correctly.
rolls for you.
When you can
Yeah,
use
you
a
just
spell that
died.
has a
Sorry,
one
Brian.
action, you can spend 2 sorcery points.
Hey, Bryn, you done got
Okay, so
chaos bolt.
I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to change the time to a bonus action for casting. You bloop bloop.
Bloop, bloop. Oh, it's an alarm. Oh no.
Oh no, it turned back on.
I'm going to do these at level 3. So, yeah. Natural 20.
Natural
There it
20.
is.
Nice.
There it is.
Oh,
Okay.
Now.
So, that is a level 3 natural 20 on quicken spell.
Okay.
On Chaos Bot, that is an automatic 2d8 plus 3d6 damage.
So 16 plus 18. 34?
Sure.
Automatic 34
Automatic
points of damage.
34, and then,
Out of the gate.
Wow.
It's gonna be good.
And then
More.
The brain with a beak.
I don't
Brain with a
think
beak that's getting one-shotted. We'll see.
Freaking me out a little
Yeah.
One hit.
another 18 points of fire damage.
So that is 40 plus 14, 54 points
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
For the
Okay.
first
For the
one.
first
for the first one.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah, she cast
And then
down.
wild magic.
Oh.
And then wild magic.
7.
Okay.
7. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That looked like a 1 for a second.
And now at
It
2.
did.
Now
And
do it
now,
twice?
one
Counters
more.
at 2 now?
One
No, two
more.
spells.
Yeah.
Okay, it
It's
is 2
just
spells.
changing the
Oh,
casting
okay,
time.
that's fair.
Oh. Plus.
12 to hit. Does that hit?
12 just hits.
It's a vulnerable brain.
Yeah. That's a pretty
It's
low
a
AC.
toasty brain.
But it
now
is
with all
just
this.
a brain, I guess.
What kind of damage?
24 points of psychic damage.
Okay. As the first one was fire, right?
Fire, yeah.
As
From invisible nothing.
these bolts come down, and at first you see that the entirety of the outside,
4.
Easy with those rolls.
you see the entirety of the outside of the brain goes black and completely chars. As after the second one, after the psychic damage, it completely falls from the air, hits the ground, and sploshes out into this clear goop as the entire thing disintegrates on the ground.
One shot.
I'm gonna I'm gonna like lay on my belly on the ground and like peek my head out of the hole and see if anyone else is coming.
You just see a pile of goop and sludge and a beak, just like a single beak
Oh.
floating in the middle of it.
Do we
You don't see
hear
anyone
that?
else.
I stand back up.
You don't hear anything. Completely unheard by
Like,
everyone
I'm
else.
looking that direction. Do I see, like, the discharges of...
She shot him down into this
Yes, I
tunnel.
wouldn't
You
have-
wouldn't have been able to see him. No.
I walk back. I'm still invisible, and I walk back to Seeker, and I lower the hood. Yeah, everything's okay. No one's coming.
Nobody,
Everything's
okay.
fine. Yep.
Hey, thank you. Hey,
Yeah, sure thing.
high five. Now put my hand up.
For what?
Going over there.
Oh yeah, high five. I like have to jump to high five him.
Oh, yes, and I'll try. I'll like lower my hand as you're jumping, and as you do it, I'll give a vigilant blessing and give you the advantage on initiative, so you feel like a little
Hey,
cold purple energy.
Ah,
I'm gonna
watch that.
I'm gonna clock
You
this,
like it? It's okay.
and I'm gonna look and be like, "There's an idea. How are we doing on waking people up? How many people are awake at this point?"
They're all awake at this
They're
point,
all awake.
and the last 2 are slowly climbing the rope.
Oh, okay. Never
Nice.
mind then. They're already up there.
Help them with holding the rope and maybe give them a little bit of a sturdier rope to hold on to.
Yes, you would.
No,
that
I'll
would
do
grant
that.
them advantage on
Okay,
these
cool.
rolls right
Awesome.
here.
I'm going to
Go
stand
on.
close by, looking affirmingly at them with no actual material way to help.
Keep it going.
As Flynn, with your help, they're able to make it to the top and crawl into the tunnel up above.
Awesome.
All right, now it is now just you all in this central room. What are you all doing?
We have to destroy it.
We have to
We're
destroy it.
something.
Destroy what?
What are you
This
talking
place.
about?
This place.
If we leave, they're just going to fix it and bring more people in here and torture them or do whatever.
If we
We have to destroy it.
Flynn, I hate to break it to you, but I just spent the last, I don't even know how long, destroying one single piece of this facility. And it took a very long time.
Well, we're all here now. We might be able to do more damage.
How would you like to destroy it?
Hold on. Before we even discuss that, destroying it could harm the people who are still alive down there. If we're able to make it back to the surface, then perhaps we could court an organization to help us end this place permanently. Whether it's the politicians of Saddlemount or the Ironlight Collective, any number of these places, even the Temple of Famir would want to do something about this.
And maybe come back with like something a little heavier to actually destroy it, cause and an exit strategy. Cause right now the tunnel is just above this place, and if we destroy it, will we just collapse into it? I mean, it's still a little iffy.
Also, if I may, we just took some stuff from them and they had an alarm go off. We're just standing here arguing. Preferably, in this profession, I would say get the hell out as soon as possible and maybe we come back.
That's a good point.
Help. Please help me.
Okay, no, we don't.
Oh, God.
We're
Please.
gonna go.
As you hear echoing off of the metal walls further down into
Nope.
I think
Yes.
destroying this is a task for another day. I think we need to go.
in a lower, deeper tone. Help me, please. Please.
I do have to wonder, and I point to the recess where there was presumably a big brain, from what
Presumably,
I can
yes.
tell.
Brain print.
But that the absence of that has to do with everything going on here. It may be that finding that is the key to this whole operation.
Do you think it's like a hive, and like a hive, not a nest, and maybe that's the queen bee, and if you destroy it, the whole hive will die?
I didn't think a queen bee was supposed to leave its nest, though.
Well,
Not
maybe it
sure.
was stolen. I mean, do you see this tunnel?
That's true.
I walk over to the rope while this is happening and say, this is a great conversation. I just don't think we should have it here.
You're right.
No, please, no, God, no, stay away.
No,
As you hear echoing
Stop,
from
stop.
down further in the halls.
Stop. Okay, I'm climbing.
Do we hear anything in addition to the voice when it did it change? Like, was that a change in
This third one seemed to be a new one and not as calm as the other ones. This one seemed very
From where we...
not in that lucid sort of state.
And it's echoing off the walls
Where do we hear that from?
vaguely from where we got these people.
It is echoing out of the ladder tube
Okay.
across from you all.
Okay.
So you all had entered from one side,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems to be coming
And it
from the
sounds
one
different from what we were
across from the other. Yes, the others that were crying out seemed calm in the same manner that the other one was. This one seems much more lucid.
Start going. I'm going to
Much
check it
more,
out. And I'm going to run.
I'm not letting him go alone.
All right.
I'm like halfway up the.
Keep going. We'll be right back.
Alma, look after the survivors that we have up there.
I'm hovering halfway up the rope, just looking in each direction, and having some attachment to the people I just moved. I'm gonna go up and see what the people are doing up there.
Okay. Who's going down the ladder?
I'm going to the voice. I'm going to
Sam.
the voice.
I am.
Flynn, Kellic, Thessaly.
Yep.
I'm just gonna look and just gonna be like, fine. And I will go after Thessaly.
I'm gonna stay halfway down the rope so that I'm ready if I need to drop down.
Okay. Are you
I
guys
might-
going down the ladder?
I want to see where the voice. I want to see the source of the voice. So if I don't see it when I get to the ladder, I'm going to keep going.
You look down the ladder and you see the entranceway into the ladder,
Okay.
and you can just barely see the start of the hallway that leads out. You don't see.
How far down is it?
It's about 15 feet.
And I don't see anyone yelling.
You don't see anyone yelling?
I'll go down.
Okay.
I'll just try and slide down or get down quickly.
Okay. You look to your right.
I'm right on his heels.
Okay. You both get down. You look to your right. You see more of these glass tubes filled with mind flayers. You hear it to your left, echoing off of the walls. You look to your left. You see more tubes filled with mind flayers.
I'm hearing the yelling.
You're hearing the yelling from your left.
Okay, I'm gonna. I don't see anything though.
You don't see anything. You hear it echoing off of the walls.
Where are you?
Flynn, don't yell.
Your voice echoes off of the walls, but you don't hear a response.
It's another trick. It's a waste of time. We need to go.
From down the hall in the same direction, you hear.
Might be right. Go up. And I'm gonna turn around to climb back up.
Okay, who is down with Flynn? It is Flynn and Kellic at the bottom, and Thessaly.
Yes.
You're at the bottom of the ladder. Secret, you go to the bottom of the ladder?
I'm still at the top.
Okay, you're at the top. As you see in front of you, this metal aperture close around the top of the ladder, sealing Thessaly, Flynn, and Kellic off from the rest of the party.
I was about to say, when I realized that it was probably not like a real voice or it was something else, I would have drawn my swords.
Okay.
Yeah, just want to put that out there.
It's so right below me now is this closed aperture. Oh God!
If you had gone down any further, you would have risked losing a leg.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As this metal aperture shut closed.
Seeker, what happened?
We are cut off. And immediately I'm gonna rub my left ear and try and cast a message and just say, Flynn, can you hear me?
Does it get through the metal?
You hear almost as if, Seeker, you hear almost as if your own voice bouncing off of metal and reflecting back into your own head.
I do not hear it.
You do not hear it, Flynn.
Oh, crap.
Completely cut off. I can't reach them.
Okay, I'm gonna slide back down the rope.
Okay.
And go back over to where the flashing lights were.
Okay.
I can see that there are green tubes, that likely indicate that the tubes that exist there. I can see that. Do I see the ladders, like the portholes for the ladders?
Yes, you do. You still see the three of them that are still open.
Okay. The one that's closed, do I see any buttons and bobs around it?
You do not. I mean, there are general buttons and switches and stuff on the control panels around it, but you don't see anything that would directly indicate that there is one specific thing for that tunnel.
Okay, but do I see anything in common between all of the 4 holes?
I mean, they all look like the same tunnel.
Do I see anything in common around them though? Like any buttons around them that are all the same in each one?
I'm gonna have you make an intelligence check for me, as these things are so incredibly alien to you.
Okay. $19.
19. Okay. Looking around, you see this one little square section of the control panel is similar in each of the 4 areas. You see that there is one switch on there, as well as what seems to be almost like a turning mechanism, almost like a switch or a dial.
Okay, on one of the ones that's open, I want to turn the dial.
You turn the dial, and as you turn the dial, the aperture closes in tandem with the turning of the dial.
I'm going to go to the one that's in correspondence with that, and I'm going to turn the dial.
It locks.
I'm going to turn it the other way.
It seems to be locked in place.
It is always locked in place, or I locked it in place?
No, you cannot move this dial for this one.
I push the buttons.
Okay, there is the switch right next to it. There's another switch that was right next to it.
I moved the switch.
You move the switch, you turn it, and it opens.
Sorry.
So it's open beneath me now?
As you see down below you, it is now open.
Oh. Okay.
Go! I'm gonna reach my hand up to Seeker for a lift up.
I will reach down to pull up.
Ugh. Everyone else, come on, go!
I'm holding up the end. I want Kellic and Flint up before I go. I've got swords out ready.
Okay.
Come on.
I take the invitation. I'm climbing as fast as I can.
As soon as they're out, I'm going to close the dial again.
Okay. And as soon as you close the dial, you all just barely hear the last echo. Stay away! As the dial closes, the sound is cut off.
Get out of this place.
I'm going to close all of the dials and lock them in place.
Okay.
Oh.
As you all climb up the rope. Are you all getting up the rope?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
go up the
Yeah.
rope. Yeah.
With haste.
So while this has all been happening, I have been attempting to entertain the people who have been traveling with us. I've been using my staff, and the face part of it has gone blank, and I've been narrating a legend, the legend of the tunneling wolf, by and using the little tiny crystals that make up the bulk of the face to like little figures, and I've been like illustrating this story both in speech. And it's an inspiring tale of a wolf who tunnels out into the daylight again and rejoins his wolf pack.
Okay.
To try to keep everybody calm while this has all been happening.
Great, I love that.
Fantastic.
Okay. As you all get up into this tunnel, you see this little waypoint shack here, as well as these rail cart, or this sort of this railway that goes down the tunnel.
The dark.
As you leave sort of this glow from the central room that you were in, it does get very dark. Yes.
Me not being able to see, I will rub my fingers together, get that fire, and I will touch my shoulder pad, cast light on it as the green flame kind of envelops my shoulder and lights the way a little bit for, at least around me.
And I'll walk up to you. If you don't mind, I could make it so you could see, or I could just lead a little bit to see if, so we don't give a heads up to anyone for us coming.
I think it might be best to save our magic in case we need it later. This doesn't take much, and I can see right now, but keep an eye on me. If I need it, I'll let you know.
Okay. I'm just going to go out ahead a bit and scout.
Sounds good.
So, just the geography-wise, is there a path besides the railway path, or is the railway the only way, like, forward, so to speak?
Yeah, you turn around and you see the tunnel goes a little ways in the opposite direction, but it pretty abruptly stops.
Okay. And is there a cart on the rail? Or
There is not.
Okay. So we're basically, like, if we were to proceed, we'd be just walking along the tracks, basically.
Correct.
Okay.
But you said there was a shed? There was okay.
Can I look in the shed?
Yeah, I'm going to go to
Okay.
the
Yeah.
shed.
Yeah, you look in the shed and you can see covered in spider webs and cobwebs, old mining equipment, mostly like hand tools and hand axes. It seems that most of it has been cleared out. There's nothing on the shelves or anything, but it just seems to be old mining equipment.
While they're doing that, I wanted to be going 60, 100 feet down the tunnel. I want to kind of just start seeing what's there.
Okay.
I would like to investigate the shed for anything I could use as a shield.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Or that I could affix to my shield.
Seeker, as you're walking down the tunnel, I'm going to have you make a perception check for me. And then Kellic, I'm going to have you make an investigation check.
Whoa.
21.
21.
Nice.
You don't find just a shield laying there,
But
but you do find some thin strips of metal, and they're like these riveted strips of metal, and you do find some like sort of standard planks of wood, and as you look to the tracks there, it seems that this is sort of what they were constructed with, and pretty easily you could maybe repair or at least do some patchwork on your shield with these extra materials.
Okay. I'm gonna try and as briskly as possible do that and fix that stuff to make a sort of patchwork shield.
I'm going to have you make a sleight of hand check. As you're putting this thing together, see how well you can sort of bind it together.
9.
9. Okay. You sort of piece it back together, kind of how it used to be, sort of the same shape and size. And it might deflect a blow or two, but you don't know how long this thing will last
Okay.
if it continues to get hit.
Okay. So maybe a temporary back to
Probably
+2?
a temporary +2, yes.
Okay. All right, I'll take it.
nice.
And I just, Agent Tough repair. to myself.
Yes.
Where's Flynn in relation to Seeker right now? They were.
So he snuck up ahead. So
Okay.
at some point, I'm assuming if he said he wanted to sneak up ahead, he would have left my range of light at a certain point, and I'll kind of let him because it seems like he wants to check out things before I get there. So
Okay.
How far did you go up? You said 60 something.
60 to 100 feet. I rolled a 14.
Okay, 14. As far as you can see, the tunnel just continues.
So he's probably like 60 feet in front of me, kind of out of my vision, but I don't know if you can see him in the darkness. But he's pretty far away.
I'll message back to Flynn. Flynn, you'll hear. So far, so good. I'll just keeping an eye just a bit of ways ahead.
Do I hear it this time?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll make sure to bring everyone. Guys, are we done in the shed? Like, what are we doing? Are we going?
Aye, let's go.
Okay, Seeker's ahead. He's gonna keep an eye out. Let's stick with me. I have this light up right now, and I'll listen for him.
We have 2 people still unconscious, right?
Oh, we do?
I thought they all.
We
got
we
up.
we lifted 2 up.
Oh, we lifted 2 up that are
as soon
unconscious.
as I got to the top, I would have I'll spend 2 more
Lay on
lay on hands. Thank you. Point. I don't know why I always forget what that's called.
Catch these hands.
Catch these hands.
Oh, catch these.
It's not like there's a lot of terms to know about
There's
D&D.
hands and there's lay on.
It's a pretty simple game.
pretty
Okay.
easy. Yeah.
Right now, let's not. I would have gone ahead and brought them to consciousness as well. I also wanted to say that while this is going on, I'm just keeping track of everyone and making sure there aren't any stragglers. No one's trying to scatter. No one's getting too panicked. Just kind of trying to herd our little survivor group.
Okay.
And as Thessaly's doing that, I'm going to motion over to them and say, "All right," and I'm quoting the thing story I was just telling. "Come on, pups! The only way to get to through the tunnel is to follow the light." And motion toward Flynn's green light.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you all are looking towards Flynn's green light,
Don't do this.
for
Don't do this.
maybe no more than a second, Flynn's light goes out.
What? What?
Who here has dark vision?
I do.
And Seeker. Oh,
Hey,
that's
Seeker.
Okay. Everyone who has dark vision, you're completely blinded, as well as the people who do not have dark vision.
Oh no.
No more than a second passes before all of a sudden you can see Flynn's light again. Those who have dark vision can see their normal distance.
What was that?
I think I just blinked.
Did we
we all
feel
blink at the
anything
same time?
during this blip?
It just seems that maybe for a second your eyes could not see anymore.
So now that we can see again, my shoulder's still lit. Like it didn't turn the spell off or anything?
No, your shoulder is still
Huh.
lit up.
I do a head count.
Oh.
Don't.
No.
I'm
Don't
very
make that
concerned about
face.
these people.
Don't make that face.
I do a head count.
Okay, I'm going to roll something real quick. Okay. Everyone except for Shane is going to stay here. Shane, you're going to come with me for
No.
2 seconds.
What?
What? Do you guys want to go in the booth?
In the boot, yeah.
Everybody in the booth.
Actually, you want to go in the booth? Would that...
Into the whisper chamber.
No.
Oh.
Kissing booth.
See,
Wait, how
this is so important that they have to leave the room.
Okay. Shane and Ethan are gone, and we're all alone.
That's like
We
a
keep
gameplay.
moving.
Welcome to this bonus
Yes.
content. Unless it's not bonus content. Unless you're actually hearing this.
Normative now that I think about it.
How
Remember
you
that, like,
doing?
girl bully parties? I was like, whatever. Please.
Banter,
Okay.
banter, banter, fun.
I did.
So...
Cheney gets secrets.
Yeah.
Alec is
He's like,
dead
don't do
now?
this, and then he does it, and then don't be that person.
And then I'm going to give you a little lead in here.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
Oh,
No.
And a lead in?
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Here we go.
We're back.
I was just curious.
Cry.
Cecily, you are doing a head count,
Yep.
and you count 7 of these normal people that are with you.
Uh-huh.
And then there should be 7 plus 12, 7 plus 6, that's
13.
13. But then you count 14 in the party. And you look around, you counted Kellic twice, sorry. So then you go back and you count them again. You look up and there's 2 Kellics standing there.
No.
What?
I don't like that.
Everyone else looks. These 2
Are they
Kellics
next to
standing
each
there.
other?
I pull my
They're
swords
next
out
to each
again.
other.
I'm just down the tunnel rubbing my eyes like, what was that? What?
What in else?
Are they right next to each other?
I should
or
say
both
the
Kelly?
same to you, sir.
Oh.
Well, and I back away from myself, and I also back away from myself into a corresponding wall. Hey, you can't do that. That's me face. You can't have that. Well, I think it's my face, and I think you're the one who can't have it. All right? Flynn, come here. That's me, right?
What, did you cast a spell? What is this?
I didn't cast a spell, Flynn. I'm just standing here. Everything goes dark for a second, and this son of a bitch is just standing right there. Hey, don't call me a son of a bitch. You're the one standing there being strange. Listen, this is fine. We'll figure it out. But I have to believe that this one over here is some kind of malfeasant, a dangerous creature of some kind. I can't think of any other explanation for it. So I suggest that we secure him at once.
Can
I'm just staring back and forth between them, going back. And I lean over to Flynn. I think you should tie them both up.
Can I discern any difference between either of them? I look at them both intently and just try and find a way to tell if there's a difference.
Looking at both of them, they look exactly the same. They're speaking exactly the same. The cadence of their voice is what you know as Kellic.
That's not a bad idea, but
Let's just keep going and deal with this when we get out. Maybe one of them will blink out of existence. Just tie them up and let's keep going.
I don't think it's such a good idea for us to continue with another one of me right here.
well, then we don't know which one's real.
No one's going anywhere. No one get any closer to Kellic.
Which one?
Either of them.
Him! He's the dangerous one.
Neither of you.
Just tie them up together so they can't use their hands.
Well, do you remember things? I don't. Where do we meet?
We met at Coldcrest Outpost, Flynn. What are you, stupid?
But Flynn hears in his ear, there was a weird, I couldn't see. What are you coming? What are you doing?
And I can reply, right?
Yeah, you can reply.
We actually have a problem. There's 2 Kellics.
We don't have time for this. I'm going to step forward from Olma and Flynn, and I'm going to. Are they both side? You're both side by side, like right in front of me.
We've backed into adjacent corners of this cavern.
Okay. I'm going to hold my hands out, and as I have done before, I'm going to cast Zone of Truth over both of them.
Ooh.
Okay, Zone of Truth. What rolls? What rolls are required for that?
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to make a Charisma saving throw.
I can choose to fail it, right?
You, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She does know when you fail, right?
I know.
You know when they fail.
I know when they fail, and I know when they succeed.
So she'll
Okay.
be able to know who, or the
So
like, know.
I can't discern if they succeed. I can't discern.
I'm gonna turn to this pack of survivors.
Use a 2nd level spell. Thanks. That's number 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say to them, don't worry, sometimes our ranks get possessed. Like I said, I can't really see what's going on up there. It's nothing to be alarmed about. We've had historically good luck with fighting off possessions.
What is the saving throw?
17.
17?
Hey, Flynn,
Yeah,
where did the body come from?
I don't know.
So, like, maybe one body's not real? Maybe I could just, like, throw a rock at them?
Well, it looks like Thessley's doing something. Should we see what that does?
I can see if one of them is lying.
Okay.
I still throw rocks at both of them.
Ow!
Olma?
Both of them hit the body of Kellic.
But where did the body come from?
Magic is weird.
We're going to figure that out.
Thessaly, you can feel as you cast Zone of Truth,
Mm-hmm.
and you capture both of them within it,
Yeah.
correct?
15-foot radius, so I'm thinking yes.
Yes,
Okay.
that would work. you feel that one of them fails and one of them succeeds.
Looking on the right, so right or left Kellic, which failed and which succeeded.
Which one said Cold Crest?
So the one on, actually, I'll let you decide
Okay.
which one's right. And
So
left.
let's say left said Cold Crest, right failed, left succeeded.
Oh. Okay, so the one that said Cold Crest
Now-
succeeded. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, if they succeed, they are not under the influence of not being able to tell a non-truth. However, when you fail, it's not that you have to tell the truth. It's if you want to lie, you are prevented from saying anything. If that makes sense. Yeah. Did I explain that well? Does that make
Yes.
think so, yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
I like it.
It's not like a truth serum, but it's like if you're trying to tell me something that
Yeah.
not true, it won't come out.
Thessaly, what did you do? Which one works?
Well,
Listen, I will willfully submit to being tied up if we can take a beat here
Nobody
to assess
asked
whether or
you.
not this thing is dangerous.
Nobody asked you. Shut your mouth. Thessaly, what did you do?
I cast a spell that lets me see who is telling the truth and who's trying to lie to me. And right now, Kellic on the left is still able to say whatever he likes, and Kellic on the right has to tell the truth.
Which one just said that?
The one on the left.
The one on the left? Okay, lefty, you shut your mouth. I don't want to hear from you ever again. Righty.
In fairness, I would also be fine to be tied up. I think that's sensible given the circumstances.
Well, Kellic never thinks I'm sensible, so maybe you're not Kellic.
Well, technically, I think it was somebody else's idea to tie.
No, it was my idea. It was always my idea. Who are you?
Ah,
Are you Kellic?
yes. We both say.
I'm going to look at...
Wait, this is
When do I
right?
get
Wait.
back? I want to when
Oh, yeah.
You're just approaching Seeker.
So both of them just said the one that can't lie just said that he's Kellic.
But one of so
One
the
who
problem
can't
with
lie
this spell
just
is
said
one of
he's
them...
Kellic. You're right.
This is like that riddle.
Yeah.
Good. You're good.
Yeah. So the one on the right said he's Kellic,
You
Then
can't
he
lie.
You can't lie.
and he can't lie.
Were you allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Are they
Okay.
both Kellic?
Maybe they were split into two Kellics? But that one seems like
Okay.
he said he's
Split
the
in
one
two.
that can't lie.
The
And he
one
said
on
he's
the-
Kellic, so...
The one on the right can't lie, and he said he's Kellic.
He did.
And the one on the left can lie and said that he is Kellic also. So we can't believe anything that the one on the left says.
Right.
But
No
the one
left.
on nope.
That
I'm confused. Should we just tie them both
Which
up?
one failed?
The right one failed.
Right.
the
Right one failed.
the right one
and-
failed,
and he said
he was Kellic. So I'm gonna move to try and tie up Kellic on the left,
Sure.
Okay, so
if he'll let me, as
he
I
lets,
approach.
He
like-
lets.
I still think
I-
we should.
I let-
I think both of them tied up.
We both.
You want to tie
turned
both
over.
of them up?
Yeah.
And then
I think
will-
it makes sense. I don't know what's happened. Maybe we have been split.
Which one is that? You have to say which one you are before you talk, because I
That
don't.
was the one on the left.
do we know which one is
No, of course we don't.
One of them can lie to me, and the other one can't.
I'm gonna walk over to the one on the right that we know that can't lie, and I'm going to light my fingers, and that green flame shows up again, and I'm gonna touch. You don't have you'd have a cape, right? You have
I have a cloak.
a
Yeah.
cloak and
Big gray cloak.
I'm trying to think. I guess I'll just touch. No, that's. I'll touch the shoulder, I guess, and just let the light transfer. My shoulder extinguishes as I put this green flame on right Kellic's shoulder, and it lights up. Now we have a marker. This one can't lie.
The one on the right failed, so he can't lie.
So
So now we know the
Now we know.
the flame
Can lie.
is truthful.
I don't feel split. For what it's worth, I feel
I'm
whole.
which
worried. Flynn, when you all were downstairs or down in the wherever of the hellscape that we just were, there were like worms crawling around people's minds.
Right.
Oh dear.
Maybe
Grab my head.
did Are you sure nothing got on you while you were all very close to those people?
I don't think so. I feel like I would have felt it.
I feel like I would feel something.
Yeah, we
like
saw
that.
them climbing around. They kind of are very intrusive.
This is
Perhaps the one on the left. Perhaps we could conduct an inspection. Simple looking into the ear. These things, they seem to move around a lot.
I told you, Lefty. I didn't want to hear anything you said.
It also seems like
All right,
it seems like none of them want to hurt us. Why don't we just get these people to safety and deal with this once we're out of here?
I'm afraid.
Which one?
I
We
think
do need
this
to get out.
demands our
We do need to
immediate
get out.
attention.
Which
I
one
don't
said
want to
that?
coexist with this creature over here.
What do
Which
you-
one said that?
The one on the left.
What do you expect us to do, Kelix?
We're striking each other. I think tie us both up. This is the one on the right. Tie us both up and let's just proceed on here, and then we'll figure it out as we go, I guess. But I think it's important that we move forward. The one on the left. I don't think that's a good idea. We can't be. If you tie me up and one of you gets injured, how am I supposed to help you?
We have lots of people who can help us.
Cedar
Kellic
can
on the
heal.
left.
Well, can any of you bring someone back from the dead?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I can.
Can you really?
Is this the one on the left or the one on the right?
The left.
Maybe raise your hand.
You're useless.
I'm gonna walk up to the one on the left.
After how many days?
I'm gonna walk up to the one on the left, and as I'm walking up, I'm gonna pull out my matchbox, my metal matchbox. It has an owl on it. I'm gonna pull out a match and I'm gonna strike it. I'm gonna look this Kalik in the eye.
Which Kellic is this?
Left,
Yeah.
left
Left one, I think.
left Kalik. And I'm gonna say, "Don't worry, this won't hurt." And I'm going to
I'm a bit worried. I have to be.
blow it out and cast Identify and touch this Kalik. And so I
Ooh.
should be able to tell. It takes a minute, but I should be able to tell if this creature is under the effect of any spells.
Oh.
Yeah.
So as I blow the smoke out, it's a smoke, but it turns purple, and then it starts to cascade like a plasma over this Kalik, and then dissipates.
And he succeeded on the truth spell, so he's not even under effect of that. So don't try to worm your
He's not. Kellic is not under the effect of Zone of Truth. It doesn't affect him.
Okay.
He also doesn't have
And it says
a cantrip of light on him, so he's also not under that.
It also says what spells, so it could be plural.
Oh, plural. That's
What
true.
spells?
But it
Yeah.
takes a minute to cast, so
So I have to stand there and just
does he cool with it?
Binding their hands because they told me I could. I'm
Okay.
being mean
They're
about
both,
it.
They're both bound there?
Yeah. Well, if they let me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they let me, yeah.
Does
We both
Lefty
do.
let this spell go off after it takes a minute?
I'm going to set a minute on my timer here
Okay.
Oh.
as this spell is going off.
What? So you're like channeling the energy and blowing this smoke over so it
So
identifies.
the smoke, so the smoke is like this
Continuously
this
going.
plasma.
And we're going to do this in real time, okay?
And
Okay.
left
So-
Kellic,
Cool.
just I bow my head to have the spell cast.
Spell starts. The smoke covers your visage. About 7 seconds have passed. You can tell that there is a magical effect or multiple magical effects on this person.
Okay.
15 seconds pass. Multiple. Definitely multiple.
Okay.
Hey, you humans?
Seeker, have you determined anything over there?
Which one was that?
This is right, Kellic.
It seems there's something. I don't know what.
30 seconds have passed.
Do I-
I'm gonna push the normal people back.
Yes,
One of these spells, Seeker, you're very familiar with. You get a familiarity off of it.
this is how we sort out issues as a party.
45 seconds have passed.
Could I be unbound then if
when you
that one has
say
magic on
familiar-
it?
Absolutely
Please?
not.
I think if there's something afoot here, I would like to be able to defend myself.
Everybody, get ready. I think this might not be Kalik.
You're detecting disguise self on this Kellic as the spell finishes.
This is trickery I am somewhat used to and familiar with. Who are you?
So
And
it's not Kellic?
I take a step back.
It's not Kellic?
That's not Kellic?
I take a step back and just say, "Who are you?"
So it's not Kellic?
I draw a dagger.
Nice. There we go.
Seeker, talk to us! Tell
It is not Kellic.
I'm gonna throw a firebolt at Kellic on the right with the thing at his bound hands so that they can be unbound. You'll be fine.
Okay. As you do this, you get that off. I'm gonna have everyone else roll initiative.
Ba-boom!
You have advantage, Oma?
Oh my
You have advantage on initiative. Yeah.
Let's go! I'm always
Lair.
going to kill Kellic.
Finally, you have the chance.
Crap, I rolled really low. I'm not level 2.
Level activated.
Okay. Flynn, what's your initiative?
12.
12 for Flynn.
Yes, sir.
Shreya.
18.
18. Seeker.
13.
Thessaly.
Natural 1.
No.
Olma.
17.
And Kellic.
Which one?
You Kellic.
16.
You,
16. As the disguise self spell drops, tentacles pour forth.
Nailed it.
A massive black cloak and cape unfurls around their collar. As you can see the purple skin of a mind flayer standing there right in the middle of you all.
Oh, I bet he was invisible this whole time.
So, first up, the mind flayer. The mind flayer drops their disguised self. Oma, your spell goes off and successfully frees Kellic. Kellic, your hands are no longer bound.
Nice.
Nice.
That's good.
The mind flayer is going to
Oh.
mutter something under its breath,
Mm.
and it is going to cast sleep.
What? On who?
And it is going to cast sleep at 5th level.
No,
Oh
we
my
are not.
All of us basically is
Larva.
what it's gonna cast it at.
He wanted our help.
So,
We should have left him. I'm just kidding.
Oh no. That's a lot of
He's tied. He's tied up.
Yeah, he is
Yeah, but
tied up.
he's not
Can he
gagged,
use sleep?
though, right?
But is it a somatic spell?
There is, but it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
he
he
could
could
probably
wave his hands.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know if
Tentacles
you can
count?
use your tentacles for somatic spells.
That's interesting.
You've done somatic stuff.
you have done somatic.
How,
Yeah.
how tied,
Tied
up,
up.
was he?
You
I
were
guess the question is how tied up was
We were
he?
non-specific.
I said I was mean about it, so I would have made it tight.
But you're not like tying each of his individual fingers
No,
together.
I'm tying his wrists. I'm tying his wrists
Okay,
together.
and we
bound.
have had you guys cast
All right.
spells.
And it's not
with
Yeah, being
your
honest, I wouldn't have
wrists
tied.
cast.
No,
Yes.
not one where you have to like
The ruling.
Tied.
or
no, I did. I was just trying to.
Would it be safe to say that everyone is within a 40-foot diameter circle?
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Easily.
There's a
Yeah.
point. Everyone
how
is
big
within
is the
20.
cavern. And it's like 60 feet or something.
think-
Wow.
Including the civilians.
90.
I would
Yeah.
say
oh the cavern.
the
Yeah.
cavern that you guys are in
Yeah.
is no bigger than 40 feet.
It has to be less than 30 because
Yeah.
you had a 15-foot radius and it could hit both Kellics.
Yeah, you did.
And they were on opposite ends, so
And
Oh,
it
no.
affects the person with the lowest hit points currently. So Flynn falls asleep.
Go, go, go.
Low it. Oh, wait.
Oh.
There's no save against
There's no
this?
save. It's a
No.
hit point.
It's a hit point.
What?
What about the
Very
prison?
And
Are they?
yeah, no,
No,
one else
I don't
is
think they
low enough to. And one of the just the civilians falls asleep.
Was it Jared?
It was not Jared. No.
Oh, thank God.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Anyone but
Flynn
Jared.
falls asleep. Next up, Shreya.
Ah,
As you see this mind flare in front of you, what are you doing?
Finally. And I'm gonna extend my base. I mean, I'm gonna make this leap because we've described mind flayers now to each other several times, correct? So, okay.
Yeah.
So that hum of excitement comes over me as I level my staff at the mind flayer, and I am going to shoot out of it. I am going to cast Summon Fae.
Okay.
Ooh.
Out of the tip of the staff, the face breaks off from it and becomes this Fae that and coming out of that Fae. Wait, let me make sure this is a. Yeah, so it's an action to cast this. Would the Fae be able to attack on the same turn as I cast, since it's an action, or would just the summoning itself?
Does it?
Be-
Does it have an
What does it
individual-
specify?
It'll probably have initiative after yours.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so it has that? It has initiative after yours? Is that what it says?
Shares initiative with me.
But it takes its turn immediately after yours.
Oh.
It says.
Okay, then yeah,
Yeah,
it takes its turn now. Yeah.
So
Whenever you're done, I guess.
You see this wide-eyed, just completely crazed-looking Fae, not too dissimilar to the one that you saw the other time in the mines when we were fighting those
Little pixie.
eyed beasts. Yeah, these pixies. As I rear back and plant my staff again, and now we'll go to the Fae's turn, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome.
Do it.
So this Fae is going expel this sigh as it draws this tiny little short sword, and it's going to start stabbing at this Illithid's tentacles.
Okay.
We'll do a multi-attack.
Nice.
Do I have I have one slot left of this, so I'm gonna say it because I'm at 5th level. I'm gonna say that it's rounded down, so it's gonna get 2 attacks. So let's see. First. So yeah, that's plus 3. How much to hit? Yeah. So I'm gonna that's 8 on the first attack. I'm guessing that
Misses, yeah.
Okay, and then 19 on the second attack.
19 hits, yeah.
All righty. So, 8 points of piercing damage as the Fae just stabbing away at one of this Illithid's tentacles.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And as a bonus action, Fae step, it's going to teleport 30 feet away from the Illithid into an unoccupied space.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. And that is your turn. Next up, Oma.
I use my movement to put my hood up. And I go invisible.
You go invisible.
And I am back with the people. So how far in front of me is fake Kalik? Or the mind flayer now, because he's a mind flayer.
Yeah, the spell drop. Yeah.
About 10 feet in front of you.
Okay, I'm going to... Ugh.
While she's thinking, just like, would there have been when the mind flayer cast the sleep spell? Would it have looked familiar at all? Because it's something I do. Like what? And maybe it's a check. I don't know, but
Make an Arcana check for me.
yeah, 20.
You saw pretty much every aspect of what it took to cast this, and every single aspect was different than anything you've seen to cast the sleep spell.
Yeah.
So fake or the Illithid is like 30 feet from Kalik, because Kalik's on the other side of the, and then 10 feet in front of me.
Yeah.
Okay. How far is it in front of everyone else?
I'm standing right in front of
Seeker's right next to it. I mean, how far would everyone else be?
We're all close enough to be put. Just that sleep spell put us close enough.
40 foot radius.
I would imagine.
It's a 40 foot.
I would
It's a
imagine
40 foot diameter, so it would have gotten the entire.
Yeah, in my mind, I was thinking that like we all came up to watch the interrogation, so like we're probably close to each other in that regard.
Knowing Seeker well enough to know what he would have been doing, I would have been like flanking next to him in case something had gone wrong.
Okay, so we're
I'm
all
very,
very,
close.
very close.
Yeah.
Probably.
Can I make something have a center point that's not in the tunnel?
Does it specify a point that you see within range?
Point I choose within range.
I mean, if it says a point within range and it doesn't
A point you
specify that
choose.
you see, I'll allow it.
It doesn't specify it. So, sure.
Because they get specific about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sure.
I told you not to talk. And as I like bring my hands down, you see like a like greenish light that leaves my hands, and like kind of congregates towards the Illithid, and you see like a semicircle around him, but not to the point that it touches any of us. And I cast Sickening Radiance at 4th level.
Okay. That is going to be a 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
When a creature starts its turn within this greenish light, it takes 40 radiant damage and suffers 1 level of exhaustion. Wow. And it emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. It is impossible for this creature to benefit from invisibility. Yeah. So 1 level of exhaustion for you.
Okay.
And
wow, that's really good.
40, 10 radiant. 1, 2.
If the creature starts in it, it's a 5-foot radius.
If a creature starts in it or is in it every turn too. It starts its turn and must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. So, yeah. So if you move into it, you do this. This happens to you too. Or if you start your turn there, it happens.
When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, take 40 radiant damage, suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
It's not moving into it.
So when it starts its turn,
his turn.
Okay.
He'll
so
take
nothing
this
happens
damage.
right now, but I can still roll it right now, and then we'll know what's going to happen. Can I have D10s from people?
We're within 5 feet, so we would be subject to that as well.
No, I made it to the point that it was
Oh,
That
you
was
started
the
it
whole-
behind.
It's a 30
Got
foot.
it,
It's
got
a
it, got it.
30 foot diameter. Yeah.
So you did it right on him.
20 points of damage when
Okay.
he starts his turn, and 5. Wild
Just
magic.
under the wire.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
5.
Now,
Yeah.
next.
Now it's 5.
Just, literally so close.
What was the damage on
Throwing
that?
him out there, just like free
It's,
chuck.
it's 20
Whatever.
points of
No
radiant
contact.
damage.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I back up 10 more feet further.
Okay. Kellic.
I'm going to run over to Flynn
Really?
and shake him awake.
Okay.
Hey, it's me. It's me. It's really me. We met at Cold Crest.
And I reach up and I'm like opening my eyes and just like tap him on the shoulder. Yeah, I know.
I got
it's
the green.
it's still lit.
Yeah.
What happened?
We're fighting. Open up.
And I don't know if I can stand, but I'm awake now.
You are conscious, and as per the parameters of the spell, Kellic, that is an action to wake him up.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
You got it. And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna tap Flynn with a level 1 healing word.
That's fair.
Let's do it.
What does your healing word look like? I can't remember if...
Basically, it's a cloud of dust that sprinkles over and then like finds its way into whatever injuries you have
Okay.
and
Cool.
stitches that back together. But now, as you receive those, roll max on the D4.
Nice.
These 9 points
Nice.
of healing.
Right.
You see that within this like cloud of dust, there's sort of a glimmer, like almost just a faint luminescence within this cloud of white.
And I notice that it's
Sunlight.
different from what you've normally been doing. I will look at my arm as one of the cuts is getting healed, and I notice it's different. I look up. What did you do?
It's gonna take a while to suss that out, Flynn.
Fine. And I reach my hand out to summon my sword, but it's not my turn, but I can't.
Okay.
The magic.
Seeker, what are you doing?
Yay. Okay, so I'm going to first, with the dagger that I had summoned, I'm going to stabby, the Mind Flayer.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit.
A 19 hits. Yeah.
And you're within 5 feet. It's
I don't think
it's not advantage, but I get my sneak attack. If
Oh,
you're,
yeah. I'm right there.
Roll some some D6 and a D4.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's gonna be 19 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to have my mage hand leisure domain invisibly pull the tribute totem out of my bag and put it right in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at the creature and say, you know what this is? I can stunt your ability to use spells. Hold, please.
Okay.
That will be my turn.
That is your turn. All right. Flynn.
Bonus action, I summon the sword as that mist and smoky apparition brings it in, and I run up and I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Make those attack rolls.
All right. Yes. Let me bring that up. Cool. Attack number 1, natural 20.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Awesome.
Okay, so that is one of these. Okay. So that's a max. So I max it, so it's 6, 8, so 14 base.
Okay.
And then I just add another die to it, right? I don't add the damage bonus, right?
That is
plus.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on top of that, so a 3, so 17, I think is what it is total. It was 14 plus 3, so 17.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come in again with the second attack.
All right.
25.
25 hits. Yeah.
Okay.
Good stab action.
That is 11 points of piercing again.
Okay.
And then if I could maybe try and just glean how they're looking, and does it seem like they're maybe looking like they're going to run? Does it can I glean anything from looking at them?
Make a insight check.
Okay. Man, I'm rolling good today. That is an insight check of 19.
19. I mean, as you pull your sword back out, it's really hard to read facial expressions from this
Sure.
creature. But as you pull your sword back out, you can see them kind of wince as this black goo is beginning to pour from their wound.
Okay. That's my action and bonus action, and I moved up to get in front of them. I'm gonna hold here. I'm gonna
Okay.
hold here in melee range.
Okay. All right. Next up, the Mind Flayer takes those 20 points of damage.
Oh right, you're
Right.
damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa. Desley's way up here. Desley wasn't even on my sheet that I was looking at.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're not.
I'm sorry. You were completely off the sheet. You rolled so low.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yep. No, that sounds about right.
Desley, I
Yeah.
apologize.
Hi.
Who's having such a
Is it
hard
her before
day.
the damage though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Get 'em.
So I'm gonna say I was very distracted by Ulma like shooting a a firebolt at Kellic and freeing his hands.
And then going invisible.
Yeah.
And
And then going,
spreading green light.
just not sure where to divert my attention. So as I turn back to this Mind Flayer, I see we are attacking. I'm gonna go ahead and I actually if this is a bonus action, go ahead and tell me, DM. But if I could, does this Mind Flayer in particular look familiar to me?
Make an insight check.
Like a particular companion?
This is the Mind Flayer.
Oh. Wait, what? It's an insight check.
At disadvantage.
Oh, no.
No.
I hate my
Just
whole
do it.
life.
Just roll high.
What's my
Than that,
something else?
please. If you don't mind.
Insight.
Yep.
14.
14. Sorta, maybe the same sort of clothes. You're not quite sure. It
Okay.
doesn't look exactly the same. Also, this is a weird looking creature. You're not positive.
I have not
That's fair.
seen up close before.
Yeah.
Or once before. So. Okay. Well, with that knowledge, if I could use my bonus action to invoke Vow of Enmity.
Okay.
And those shimmering like dragon scale patterns are going to go over my swords, and I am going to stab.
Go
and
for it.
follow Flynn's lead.
yeah.
Technically, it's Seeker's lead, but
Okay. Well,
Just
Flynn
saying.
just what? All right.
just saying.
And I, not on attack rolls, so I get advantage on this because of Vow of Enmity.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
First one is the same. That is going to be a 15.
15 hits.
Yay!
Yeah.
Stab.
Stab, stab. Okay, so 4 points of slashing damage and 5 points of fire
Okay.
for the longsword. And I'm gonna go immediately again, just like one after the
Yeah,
other.
go for it.
Oh, okay. That one is a. I can't. 24.
24 hits. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So 10 points of slashing and 4 points of fire.
Ooh.
And
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
going to be pretty close here. Okay, it takes that 20 points of damage
Plus a level of exhaustion.
plus a level of exhaustion,
And it can't go invisible.
and it can't go invisible.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it's
That's sick.
emitting green light.
And it is emitting green
If
light.
it leaves it, if it moves anywhere, it's still emitting that green light. It takes it with it.
Okay.
It's like,
Huh. That's cool.
okay.
sickening radiance.
And
It
it has a migraine.
and
And
with
it's
these
tired.
2 hits from Thessaly, you can see it as this black goo pours out of its mouth, almost like it's bleeding from its mouth. It drops down to its knees, and through this black goo that's gargling out of its mouth,
No.
it reaches its hands up once more and whispers into them as vroom, his form folds in on itself impossibly to this infinitesimally small point of light before fizzling out of existence as it casts plane shift.
Oh no.
Hey.
Goodbye.
All of that with it for 10 minutes, though, if I don't cancel the spell.
Okay.
As long as I stay concentrated.
Is it gone?
It's not here.
Let's go.
Oh, I should have used it to
Hold
keep
on.
it from going.
Kellic, what did you do?
What did I do?
How did that thing attach to you?
Not the time. We should go.
I think it just.
I
I
think
think
it was
now is.
sicker. I think, if you don't recall, it was pretty intent on us staying here to discuss this.
Let's go. We don't know where it went.
We should avoid this, though.
Fine.
And I point to, like, the green light. Maybe just avoid it.
Okay.
Everybody.
What does it do?
I don't know.
Reach my hand out.
That's comforting. Okay, let's avoid it. All right, let's go.
I grabbed
Let's go.
Gwen's
Fine,
hand.
fine.
And as you all
Charging
begin
forward.
grabbing all of the civilians, running down this corridor for a half second,
No.
everything
boy.
turns black.
No.
The lights come back. You look around. Everyone just instinct.
I do another head
does
count.
another head count. Everyone seems to be here. There doesn't seem to
No
be any extra
extras?
people.
No extras this
No
time?
extras.
Can anybody see things that are invisible?
Not today.
Revelare Arcanis. I'll cast Detect Magic.
Nice.
Okay.
It's got a 30-foot radius. Do I detect any magic?
As you're looking around, the only magic that you detect are those creatures who are with you. Do you know like what spells and stuff
Yeah,
that,
what,
that
it's
it
what
comes with?
school of magic and yeah.
Yeah, as you look around at each of the party members, everything is generally as it should be.
In order.
In order, you scan the civilians. None of them are emanating any sort of magic. The only extra magic that you can sense is that spell that Olma had cast sort of into the wall. You're getting that aura effect. You're not getting anything else.
Having been duplicated the last time this thing happened, can I assess what's going on with this blink of darkness that's happening?
How are you gonna assess
Well,
that?
is it a magical spell? Is it a trap? Is it a function of this tunnel? Is there any indication of that? Like,
Make an Arcana.
is it happening in my brain or is it happening externally?
Gotcha. Make an Arcana check.
We're still going, though.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
moving. Gotcha.
All right, that's a 12.
12. It seemed to you as a follower of Framir, knowing the darkness spell is not out of the realm of the light and darkness spells that are taught within
Yeah.
the temple. You know that this was the darkness spell
Okay.
cut incredibly short. Looking around, you know generally that a creature probably has to cast it. You know it is exceedingly difficult to try and set up darkness as a trap, as like a mechanical thing. But looking around, you don't see any creatures that...
Okay. Well, in that case.
I want to ask, do these seem timed or precise in any way as we've been moving?
No, just the
It's random.
one previously, and then as you started moving away directly after the mind flare blinked out of existence, there was another one, and there hasn't been another one since.
Okay, not timed, but now knowing that they're coming, if I can try to do this, I don't know how, like what this would be, but I want to try next time it goes dark, even just like for the split moment of a second, I want to close my own eyes and see if I can like hear something happening.
Okay. You keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah,
but as you are running down this tunnel, it doesn't
It could
happen.
be.
It doesn't happen anymore.
I don't like that.
I don't like this.
I don't like that at all.
Well, we keep moving. We get out of
Yeah,
here.
we're booking it. We're booking
Yeah,
it.
I
but,
would like to prepare to cast daylight the next time it happens.
Okay.
I would like to prepare that action.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Do all of
Don't let
the
it hurt you.
remaining 7 people look
Yeah.
normal?
You can either make an insight or a investigation check.
Hold, please.
Also, I haven't summoned back the Fae yet. What I would like to do is have it be circling our survivors.
Gotcha. That would have been another source of magic that you picked up, Kellic, is Shry's Fae,
Oh,
who is
yeah.
still present.
Mm.
Cool.
At least an hour from now. Until an hour from now.
Nice.
Insight
Yes.
21.
21.
Oh,
Nice.
Not to be unexpected, although the civilians seem very paranoid, very scared, but everyone seems to be who they were when you picked them up.
Right, but all of them seem like eager to move. None of them seem like they're trying to cause problems to stay
Yes.
behind. None of them seem like they're
Looking through, Jared actually, like for a brief moment, sort of stumbles and hesitates, and you can see himself like just trying to almost barricade within himself before seeing everyone else moving along and continuing to move with everyone.
Jared.
Does Jared seem the most freaked out of all of them? Or
To a degree, yeah.
to a degree?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to look back toward Jared. I'm going to nod to the Fae, and under my breath, I'm going to say, calm that one. And that's going to be a saving throw against Jared.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep, that is a wisdom saving
Is
throw
it
against
calm
Jared.
emotions?
It's a version of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well,
think
calm
so, too.
emotions, they can choose to fail it. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
if that's, I don't know if that's in that
He
version.
wants to.
Well, does he feel a spell effect coming over
Coming
him?
from the Fae, yes.
Okay, then he has no. I will say, as a background for Jared, he does not have any interaction with
He's
Fae
not
before.
a badass
Okay.
adventurer.
So
Loser.
but he got a natural
my
1
God.
on that.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
Jared.
So that was the mirthful spell. So just warm energy that emanates from the Fae washes over Jared.
Aw.
And it is for the next minute or so, Jared is charmed by the Fae, and there's a comfort that Jared feels from this Fae.
Okay. And as this
Nice.
happens, Olma, you're watching him. You see sort of a less of a panic on his face.
As we're heading out, I kind of want to take a point. I won't go out as far as I did, but I do want to take a point and just kind of be scanning for anything. Moving, I think we're moving pretty quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah.
What's
Okay.
lit right now?
Kellic's shoulder.
Okay.
Right now.
I'm just following that light of Kellic's shoulder.
Okay. And you guys are continuing to run?
Yeah.
Just run down this tunnel?
Absolutely.
Okay. As you continue to run, I'm going to have everyone make a Constitution saving throw as you
No!
are running
Oh, dear.
and running
What?
and running.
Okay, well, that's
Oh,
fair.
Oh,
Running.
yeah, sure.
No longer.
How long has it been since we entered the tunnel?
Still.
I don't
Since you entered the tunnel,
Yeah. It's been hours?
at this point, as you all are running at the first
Not
check
good.
that you're making right now,
Yeah.
I am gonna say
Not great.
at the first check that you all are making right now, it has been about an hour of you sort of jogging.
Yeah, that would do it.
Oh wait, who's within 10 feet of me?
Where are you?
We'll say generally everyone in the group is sort of
Within.
within.
You get an additional plus 5 to your saving throw.
Yay!
So good.
Oh, no.
Oh
I'm
wow!
gonna lose it.
Oh wow!
What was it?
It's a natural 1.
Natural
Ah.
one. Okay.
Good.
To benefit
Can
Can
everyone
from my
else let me know
charisma.
what theirs was?
Yeah, this is 12 from me.
Just shout them out.
10.
21.
18.
Yeah.
It's 11.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Olma and Flynn, you guys are jogging along. You're feeling pretty good. Stamina's keeping up. Everyone
We're like
else,
racing each other.
racing,
We're
yeah.
like-
everyone
where we are
else
for a minute.
is beginning to
Show-offs.
fall back, and everyone else is beginning to fall behind.
I have like so much more movement speed than you though, so like
I'm at the very back.
I know.
Okay.
Burn my
how far?
search for movement. I'll do it.
How far does this go?
do you guys need to take a second?
Whoa, yeah, we should slow down. Whoa, how long does this go?
We have no way to tell because we have no idea where it leads.
As we're proceeding, does it seem to be like consistently like man-made railway, or is it like has it changed at all the terrain?
It hasn't transformed into like a natural cavern.
Okay.
Like that. There are some bits that you can tell like maybe this was partially carved out beforehand, but 90% of it is hand carved. Yes.
Okay.
I
And
guess we keep going. Do you think it leads to the lighthouse? Where that thing was coming from?
No idea.
I think
Possible. I have no idea.
it's the only way out.
As we keep going. Do we need a break? I'll look back to the civilians. How do they look? Do they look like they need a break?
they're sort of hanging back with Thessaly.
Okay, well, maybe we just walk for a little bit.
Sure.
We just like bring it down a notch and we just don't run. We just like walk for a
And
little
then-
bit. But
and then
I don't think
run.
stopping is a good idea.
I agree.
No,
Yeah, let's keep
no,
moving.
don't. we
Okay.
don't stop.
Velo. I'm gonna cast locate creature and see if I can find within 1,000 feet the direction of the nearest mind flare.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind.
That's huge. Yeah, that's
So as long as you've seen it within 30 feet,
Mhm.
Might be a
it can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks a direct path between me and the creature.
Okay.
yeah.
And you have
great.
not come across any rivers under here.
No.
Um,
So I guess like just all the way down the tunnel, basically 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
That's
yeah.
huge. And behind us.
you feel one close.
And which way is it
You,
moving?
you look to Flynn.
I was kidding.
I'm joking.
Ah.
You know that you all have traversed at least 1,000 feet since the opening of the tunnel to the mind flare base. You don't sense any mind flare presence within at
Nice.
least that
Okay.
distance.
Okay.
Okay.
I give a reassuring nod to the group. Hey, let's keep moving, but we're somewhat safe relative to everything.
Relative.
Can you do that again? Later?
I
Okay.
think so. I think I got enough left in me.
Let's go.
All right. You all continue walking. And at this point, you're at a walking pace considerably slower than the jog that you guys had been at before. And you continue on for another hour.
Whoa.
Another half an hour after that.
Jeez.
All right.
Before finally, Seeker, you're the first to see it in front of you. As you're sort of the scout in front,
Yeah.
you see the tunnel splits. One sort of leading off to the right, and you can see it beginning to head upward in an upward direction. And you see one veering off to the left. You see sort of the way that these rails are set up, this triangle effect to where you could take a rail cart from any direction and go to any direction.
Okay.
It's sort of this triangle split.
Yeah. Is the one to the left going down, or is it just going left?
It is just sort of a slight veer to the left.
Okay.
Probably no more than 30 degrees deviation to the left. And then the one on the right is a pretty hard right turn. And it starts heading upward.
I'm gonna walk back, and okay, we have a split in the tunnel, and it looks like up to the right is going up to the surface. At least it's going up. It's probably what we want.
Could I walk up to the tunnels? And I'm proficient in survival, I'm assuming from the collective and my training. Would I have any maybe idea of how to find the surface? Would that be out of the bounds of maybe something that would have taught me? Like how to traverse through a cave? Would I be able to maybe like use the survival to kind of smell and maybe smell the clean air versus like
Sure.
the dust or
Yeah,
whatever?
if you're looking to
See
get
if I
some of
can
the
maybe
markers.
discern
Yeah,
which way is
I'll have you
out.
make a survival check.
Okay. A total of 10.
You're underground.
Yeah.
Up is probably the direction to the surface.
Guys, I think we take this path. I can smell it.
Makes me miss Thaddeus.
I think
Do we see any symbols on the walls of the cave? Like the last cave we were in, we saw like crowns and.
Or any signposts.
Oh
at
yeah,
all?
I'll search for some.
Looking through so far, it's been pretty like the tunnel through here hasn't been like the smooth surfaces that you've seen before, so it would be pretty difficult to see symbology anyways. But even now, looking around, you don't see any real flat surfaces for anyone to even write anything.
Oh, I will say, I think light only lasts an hour, so at whatever point it would have left Kellick's shoulder just dissipated, I would have put it back on mine.
Okay, for sure.
So
And
just let me know.
at some point during that hour, the fey creature would have like vanished in a puff, and then that crystalline head would have reemerged at the end of my staff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess let's go up, right?
let's keep going.
Yeah. Just for consideration, if something stole the brain, which way would they have gone?
Well,
I don't know.
Do you think you could fit something like that in a cart and ship it somewhere?
either way, we have these people. We should get them to safety and then maybe go track.
Agreed.
I guess could. I don't see any cars. Are there any footprints or any kind of foot traffic other than, like, to the farthest point that I've gone to the fort? Do I see any foot traffic?
Actually, the only footprints that you had seen were at that little shed previously, where you saw some long forgotten footprints sort of around that, and you could see sort of to and from the shed. But all along this tunnel, even at this fork, you haven't seen a single footprint besides what were back there. It seems to you that the main way of travel through here is through whatever cart system is on here, and that not many people walk it.
And do these carts do the rails at the juncture?
Yeah.
Do they all seem used, or is there one less coated in dust than the others?
Make an investigation check.
Hey guys.
Interesting.
Make a minecart check.
Hey guys, I just realized this probably, I know it's like underground. Do you think the mind flayers know that this is here? Because if they did, why would they take a boat to get to their cave?
At least one of them knows now.
Right, but do
Follow
you think
this up
they
here.
knew before? You know what I mean?
You think this might be someone else's rail system that they just
Well,
happened to build their...
if it was your rail system, wouldn't you just take the light rail from your workplace to your home versus a boat?
It is a good point, because remember, we thought that maybe someone stole the big brain or whatever it was.
Yeah, and it was also boarded up with metal, right? You guys had to pull it apart to get us in here, so...
Mhm.
maybe
That's
they don't know.
true.
It's a 26 on the minecart check.
Gotcha.
Mind
Looking at it, it does seem that the railway coming from the split on your right, going to the one that splits off to your left, seems much more well used. The rails are worn down a little bit more than the rails that you had been following up till this point.
Mhm. I'm sort of crouched looking at the trajectory of that. Looks like this one was more recently used. I don't know anything about if Saddlemount has a mining operation, if it's anything like that, because it's possible there's just minecarts traveling every which way, and it's an incident that it's intersecting with this mind flayer hive.
Yeah, could just be old and I don't know. I mean, what do we do?
Stands to reason that someone got wise to it and lifted this brain out of the cave for some reason.
Flynn, as you are sort of still in that area, smelling for fresh air, you actually start to just get a very faint whiff of smoke
What?
from down that tunnel.
The one that goes to the left or the one that goes up into the right?
The one that goes up to the right.
Okay, now I'm getting a different smell, and it's different, and now I'm thinking maybe the left one is better.
What does different mean,
Well,
Flynn?
now I smell smoke.
What?
Well, maybe someone's just cooking.
I want to walk over.
Do you want
Do
to
I smell anything?
see them? I don't.
Secret, as you're walking over, are you walking into the tunnel a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you make an additional perception check since you're walking further into the tunnel.
Okay.
The right one, right? The one that
Yes.
goes up? Okay. Nice. Nice roll.
Yeah, that's... Oh, wow. The 24?
24. Just barely echoing off of the walls. You hear what could possibly be like this mechanical whirring,
Oh.
but then every once in a while you hear it sort of just very faintly. It's whirring and woo, but then ch-chung, woo, ch-chung, as if something within the mechanism is broken. And then you think back. A very similar sound to how you all had left the machine that Thessaly broke within the basement of the lighthouse.
Oh, because remember the cart...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So you smell smoke.
Yeah.
I hear it sounds like some kind of a mechanism is moving very, very faintly, and somewhat reminds me, remember when you went kind of berserk and you broke that machine in the lighthouse?
Resent that term, but yes.
Well, I mean, that's what you did, but it sounds a little bit like maybe that machine.
So if we could get to the lighthouse, we can pull the lever and get out.
Let's get these people out.
Yeah.
Connected.
Sound judgment. Is that the more utilized rail? The one that's in that direction?
Yes.
Okay.
That one to the other one, right?
Yeah.
To the
Yes. The one to the other one and possibly in the opposite direction. You can't really get a
Right.
sense of direction.
Right.
But yeah, those tunnels that you have not been in yet seem to be the more well-used ones.
If someone took the brain, then I would think they would go to the nearest exit. So all these paths are aligning either way, and I agree with you, Seeker. There's civilians are our priority. So let's do it. Let's go.
All right. You all head off to the right, and after a couple of minutes of travel, you all begin to hear this sound of mechanisms failing and a machine beginning to whir and something loosening it from its rails before it tries to whir up once more. And it gets louder and louder until eventually you can see a bit of light at the end of the tunnel where the rail comes to a close. And you walk back into this laboratory that you all had been in once more.
Wow.
You see off to the left this big machine still smoldering and a little bit of the smoke sort of carrying its way down the tunnel. You look around the laboratory. Doesn't seem like anyone's here. You listen. Doesn't seem to be any sounds of people.
Who has the papers from this place?
I do.
I don't. Yeah.
Can I see them? I want to look at them and look at the people with us. Are any of them in the?
Oh, no.
No.
Looking through, you
Good
don't see, and you sort of take a minute, and it's pretty evident the first couple of papers that you flip through.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem to be.
Does the rail continue on?
No, it ends at the laboratory.
It ends at the laboratory.
But there's no cart here.
There is no cart here currently.
Okay.
Where are we? What is this place? What's going on here?
This
Why is
the-
it all on fire?
All right.
Trust me, it looks better this way.
This
It's,
is the basement of the lighthouse, Shia.
You
Wait.
remember when you went to the top?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were down
Yes.
here.
Yeah, this is the bottom.
Oh,
This is Thessaly's handiwork.
you did this all yourself?
Did I do it all by myself?
Yes.
You did?
Oh. I guess I did.
Great power indeed.
I mean, it's still roaring, but I mean, not completely broken. But yeah, good job.
Would you like to take a stab at it, Flynn? Make
Eh,
sure, see if you can try to
We
get it
just
to
don't
stop.
have the time. We need to
Oh.
keep moving.
Take you a while, would it?
No, hey, speaking of which, and I will look around. If I remember right, there was an elevator that went down here.
Yes.
Does it look like there's an elevator down here, or a way to bring it?
The whole
Down.
floor.
It's the floor.
Oh, it's the whole
Yeah,
floor.
it's
The
So-
floor.
That's right.
Is it up?
It's the lever that.
Looking over it, you can see a little bit of an indentation in the ground where the floor should drop down into. But right next to it, sort of the laboratory bit that you guys are in, the floor is all there and everything. But you look off in the other corner, and there's this big circular sort of cutout where the floor of the lighthouse actually drops down. And right next to it, you see a big lever that presumably will bring the elevator down.
I will just be like, we don't have time, and I'll just walk over to the lever and pull it.
As the civilians were coming in, I'm just gonna, clap them on the back with my staff. Right this way. I told you there'd be lights. It's a little bit of a smoky light, but it's light. Come on in.
All right. And after
You made it, Pops.
After a couple minutes, the ground rumbling as the floor gets closer and closer, it drops down. You all board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ascend back up.
As we are boarding, I will turn to the machine off in the distance. How far away is it?
It's
nice.
Close
about
enough, right?
50 feet. It's across the room.
I will take my hand, get some energy into it, put it to the floor, and then swipe it towards the machine as this wave of energy rushes towards it and explodes as I cast Shatter on the machine.
Okay, roll damage.
Nice. Wow.
Wow.
That's not that much damage, actually.
We're all impressed.
Hey, he's a threat, okay?
I am. 14 points of shatter damage.
Okay.
Shatter damage.
Just as the floor is raising up, and just as the wall is coming to meet you, you get the last little second to look at it, and you see one of the wooden gears sort of bursts in splinters. And the last thing you hear as the floor is ascending is the machine once more whirring, and it doesn't seem that you have
I'm
done
just smirking.
anything to the machine.
I don't care. It's fine. Does this thing go any faster? Like, kick this.
Kicking it does not make it go faster, unfortunately. But you all do get to the very top level of the lighthouse. You take the civilians, you lead them out the front of the lighthouse, and as you look outside, you feel the air around you, frigid and cold. Shreya, as you take a breath out, you see your breath on the air. Kellic, you look to the sky, and you see the sun about 2 hours from setting, much, much more dim than it normally is. And as you all look up, you see the first couple of flakes of snow falling as the long eve is just about to begin. And that is where we're going to end this episode. We're going to call it right there. Thank you all so much for listening, and we can't wait to see you all again next week. Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds.
Hey, nerds. It's Shane. Thanks so much for listening to Venture Forth in 2022. This is going to be our last episode of the year, and we'll be taking a brief 2-week break of episode releases for the holiday. And we will be back in the new year swinging. In the meantime, keep your eyes and ears out for a little featurette we made that gives a little bit of detail about the Long Eve, the sort of Elbor holiday that was teased at the end of this episode. It's in the form of a poem, so you might still have some questions at the end of it, but I hope you will enjoy it all the same. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you. This has been an amazing year for Venture Forth. We have been thrilled to see how many folks we've been able to reach, how many people have been popping into the Discord, into our streams, into our Instagram messages, into our Twitter messages, our YouTube comments, our YouTube short comments, all of these things, our TikTok comments, the amount of people that have been able to share this experience with us has been really, really gratifying, and we're so appreciative, and we couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much, especially those folks that are on our Patreon. That makes a huge difference in our ability to create this thing and make it as good as it is. And even better, excuse me, and even better in the new year. So thank you kindly, and have a wonderful holiday, nerds.